Hey, what up, YouTube? Boy Dread Life. We back with another video. For this video, we're gonna be reacting to Bishop Sycamore, the high school that isn't. If y'all know too much about Bishop Sycamore, I'm pretty sure it's just been going around lately. It was a fake high school that somehow convinced ESPN and IMG that there was a real school and played IMG. Grown men. No, let me put this. Grown men. At least, I think everybody was over like 22 or something, like over 22 or 23. End up getting a ass waxed by a bunch of high school kids. I mean, I think it was like 50 something to 0. I could be wrong, but y'all did all that and like nobody, ESPN ain't check shit. IMG, a private school in Florida, one of the most prestigious with this spitfly private schools, didn't check nothing. These guys ain't even look young, and y'all got your ass waxed.
29, 2021, a high school football game was being played at Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton. Live on ESPN, IMG Academy in Florida squared off against Bishop Sycamore.
Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. These jerseys ugly in every team.
A school based out of Columbus, Ohio. But if anyone managed to watch the game in question, something was very wrong. The Bishop Sycamore Centurions looked completely overmatched. They were fucking destroyed. Think of it as Cumberland College coming back to life and we're getting bitch slapped by Georgia Tech again. It was that bad. So on the surface, people have a laugh. Bishop Sycamore looked like a squad of scrubs getting their asses handed to them on national TV. But then you start looking into the school itself. There's a big problem. It technically doesn't exist.
Bishop Sycamore told us they had a number of Division I prospects on their roster.
Oh, so they found out during the live game that there was a fake school? This is already 30-0 with half of the second still left to play.
To be frank, a lot of that we could not verify.
Bishop Sycamore had boasted about how it's a major D1 prep school. But ESPN, a major media network, couldn't find any information about any...
On some G shit. They didn't think they was gonna get caught? On some real G shit? You didn't think you was gonna get caught? You thought ESPN wasn't gonna... Well, they didn't do it in the beginning, so shit, I guess. But y'all was way too comfortable. What you was getting out of this? That's what I don't get. What you was gonna get out of beating high school kids? It's too late for some of these guys to go pro or to college. I mean, I don't know. Like, after this, if this scandal come out, is this even legal? Like, can you get locked up for this shit?
The players on their databases. If you try to look up Bishop Sycamore in regards to Ohio high school football, there's no data about that either. The OHSAA has nothing on them. And worst of all, just look at the team. Look at how they exit the tunnel. Look at the massive size differentials between teams. Look at the lack of discipline and preparation Bishop Sycamore has. This isn't a football school. This is a fucking pickup team that played 2 days earlier. You heard that correctly. A football team that was playing a game on a Sunday afternoon played a high school football game on Friday night. The Centurions had traveled to Pittsburgh to play Still Rocks. They lost that game, but that's not the red flag. Why the hell would you need to play 2 games in 3 days? Still Rocks is a decent football school, but nowhere near what you consider elite. They can talk about how they have 2 separate teams, but there were many players who had played both games. Bishop Sycamore is putting kids in their late teens and early 20s through this. Yeah, I said late teens and early 20s. Most of the guys on the roster are either 5th year...
Oh, so I was wrong in the beginning. So they was still high school kids or like college kids.
Seniors or JUCO college dropouts. Not even professionals are subjected to that pace. No wonder why they're getting their fucking asses kicked by IMG. Players are getting injured left and right, and ESPN doesn't know who the center is.
Imagine getting hurt in a high school game. It looked like he taught something.
He wasn't on the roster list. BS also played a QB who was listed as a wide receiver. Here's part of the roster they show, by the way. Just names. No height, weight, or class. The team is so underfunded that players are sharing equipment. Incredibly professional. You should expect nothing less from a school that uses a P.O. box as their address. Or is it a duplex now? They keep changing it. It's allegedly to protect the kids, but it goes way deeper than this. They play out of the Texas Christian Athletic League, based out of Ohio. Look at how they were in 2020. Bishop Sycamore in their first season got absolutely gobsmacked by every opponent they had faced. 0-6 with 2 canceled games.
Boy, they're like they ass. I see why y'all shit y'all at JUCOs. And JUCO got some good players in JUCOs. Y'all just terrible.
Boy. 42 points for and 227 points against.
None of these games was close.
The quarterback that year was apparently a linebacker convert who was ineligible for high school football. And did I mention most of their players are...
That clip went viral. So that was him.
A linebacker convert who was ineligible for high school football. And did I mention most of their players are over the age of 18? The starting quarterback this year played in another state for 4 years. Most of their highly recruited athletes are fakes. Either guys who lie about themselves or were duped by the higher-ups. And there are at least 3 of them here. Roy Johnson, the coach of BS, Andre Peterson, the director of BS, and Jay Richardson, a Columbus media personality and longtime partner of the two.
What you doing?
If you can find them and ask about the criminal charges levied on Johnson and Peterson. Loan fraud, bouncing checks, all the shit out of a bad comedy. Yes, the head coach of the Centurions had an active arrest warrant at the time of the goddamn game. That would usually get someone fired before, but this is Bishop Sycamore. They have bigger
water. First of all, coach, bitch, don't drink my water, huh? Shit, I'm out here sweating.
Issues, like how they prepare for games. Watch these warm-ups against Archbishop Hoban. Look at the differences between the two in organization and professionalism. It almost seems like a lot of these guys were picked up off the streets and given old pads. They dressed in the same black uniforms that Still Rocks had in the Friday game. I could have sworn they had white uniforms in 2020. Do they have other jerseys to wear anymore? Where's the money? One elite high school has to run a GoFundMe for funding. Their goal was apparently $20,000. What did they earn? $140.
Tough.
I try to talk about their educational pursuits, but I can find nothing on it. They say the kids are learning, but there would be some sort of accreditation by a public school board. Their website was a fucking blogspot page that mostly showed tips on how to put together a recruiting tape. I say was because they scrubbed it. Fortunately, I made an archive. Behold its majesty. So with all of this, you may be asking, how do they get the kids to join them? That's simple. They play on their ambitions. Join us and you'll get noticed by D1 colleges. You'll get playing time. You'll be mentored by the Word of God. Stability and opportunity. Perhaps a second chance at attracting big-time scouts if you're over the age of 18. It's sweet nectar to the fly. And then they get trapped. It becomes a money pit for them. Now, I can hear people say they may have had good intentions, but they backfired. It's possible, you know, the whole religion angle helping underprivileged men get a step up in life. Here's the problem with that thinking. All 3 of them tried the same shit before. Allow me to introduce you to Christians of Faith. Another elite prep high school founded by the same 3 men in Ohio. Ironically, they had all the same pitfalls as Bishop Sycamore did. They started playing in 2000.
So you're not even learning from your mistakes. First of all, people let them do this for 3 years, 4 years, whatever. Y'all first of all, they said they had good intentions in heart. Y'all going against 14 to 18-year-olds while y'all 18 to however older. That's not right. Your body still is more developed and grown than these 14 to 18-year-olds, even though those 14 to 18-year-olds are whooping your ass every game. Like, it's not like y'all was close. Y'all getting got ass waxed every game.
And 18 going up against elite schools looking to fill out their schedules. They did this without a proper school, no education plans, no home stadium, questionable player status, and a phone number that went right to voicemail. But by God, COF Academy played the year. It was as terrible as you'd expect. They went 1-11. They started with 10 coaches.
Look at these games. The game they won by 1 point.
But fell down to 2 and a team mom because no one was getting paid. The players were stuck in a hotel for 5 weeks until, shocker, the checks bounced. COF was no longer considered an academic institution in mid-September and stripped of their school registration by October. Nobody could verify a roster of the team, just like now. COF also played up the religion angle. They were represented by the Richard Allen Group, a financial arm of the African Methodist Episcopalian Church, or so they said. That itself was a scam. The church itself had to come out and say they weren't affiliated with them whatsoever. Christians of Faith would blame the church for everything going to shit, but things got bad for the players. They learned nothing. Nobody went to class. They didn't have classes. By the end of the year, they were sleeping on the floor of a coach's house.
Boy, look at these drills. If you're a real football player, look at these drills. If you went to practice and these were the drills you doing, and you 18, these people 18, so y'all been through high school and y'all saw a little bit of JUCO. You can't do these drills. You think you playing for this team? Ass.
Things got so dire that players had to steal from supermarkets just to fucking eat. This is an elite high school? One where everything goes cold after March 2019? It's easy. They'll just change their name and partner with Youth Build, a local school dedicated to helping the underprivileged. But as you can guess, everything fell to shit due to, wait for it, lack of proper housing, no transparency, and bouncing checks. To be so incredibly stupid to not only fail at being a scam, but to do the same goddamn operation again after being exposed as a scam? And change little about it? How the hell did ESPN or Paragon Marketing figure out nothing about Bishop Sycamore before the game? Even the slightest of research and background checks could have shown they were fraudulent.
A little Google search.
From what it seems, BS has shown that they give a shit about little besides lining their own pockets.
But lagging is not my computer, this is the video.
They were foolish enough to not only get caught once, but be brazen enough to try their grift on national television. They'll say they fired Roy Johnson, but it's just to cover their own ass. Johnson was the head guy at COF and is a key figure here as well. All three of these men belong in jail. They not only fuck with the lives of kids thinking they have a legitimate shot at college football offers, but use the guise of religion to
have fights every practice.
Kids thinking
there's no brotherhood, at least 5 fights every practice. Literally fights. We got evicted from the apartments we were staying in. Who out here snitching? Oh, the players snitching. Well, they not snitching, they telling the truth, my fault.
They have a legitimate shot at college football offers, but use the guise of religion to give them a sense of comfort in the proceedings. There's a word for men like this. Charlatan. This goes for the teams playing BS as well. They don't care that they're a scam. They'll throw the school some money for a team to play against without looking past the veneer of what they present.
Colleges do
the
that.
Cynical nature of high school sports that's overtaken the development of students for winning. Do you think IMG cared about the ethics of their opponent? They played them before in 2020. Bishop Sycamore just got caught doing so. And there are probably plenty more.
So they played them last year. And y'all still never researched this school at all. I mean, a quick Google search. Not one player like, oh, let me look at these.
These schools out there. A handful of teams have already canceled their games with this team, and I doubt they play another game again. At least until the next grift comes along.
I'll show by saying like
the Ohio State government is looking to investigate Bishop Sycamore, and I hope they throw the fucking book at them.
Literally.
If Robertson, Johnson, or Peterson are watching this right now, all I have to say is this. You three are a level of scum I try not to cover. Fuck you. You deserve nothing but the cold embrace of a jail cell.
If you're not ready to kill, if you're not ready to take a life, if you're not ready, don't step out.
You're not ready to kill you? No, what coach say that you're not ready to take a life? What coach ever said that? Hey, yo, man, hey. I enjoy the reaction. These people shit. Hey, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all be smart. We out. Peace.